Let us talk about what we wanted to talk about last, our number one album. I will let you introduce it because I know it's a very special album for you.
This is literally one of my favorite albums ever. I remember when I first listened to it. I remember the first track I heard on it that made me open my mind to this person and to this thing. Basically, Are You Experienced by the Jimi Hendrix Experience. I was not born in the 60s. And so I didn't know the music of the 60s and having that imprinted on my body. And then suddenly hearing fucking Jimi Hendrix. Right. But that was what happened to me. I remember I was in my buddy's car. We were in high school and we were listening to 92.3 K Rock, and Hendrix came on. It was Foxy Lady. And, I'm a 14-year-old boy and I'm listening to this guy sing about women. And I think you and I've talked about this before, this incredible woman, and the way he was playing his guitar um, was not just lyrically and melodically, but it was like he was talking to the woman who was talking back to him. And what it lit up inside of me, I was like, I need whatever this Jimi Hendrix dude is. I need to get everything he's ever done. And Are You Experienced is their first studio album. It is one of the greatest experiences that I've had, and no matter how many times I listen to that album, I'm still struck by like what a revelation it is. And it should be on anybody's list. I don't give a shit what kind of music you like or don't like. Hendrix is it, I have no words for this,
It is by far an absolute essential album, no matter what the list is.
Yeah.
Number one, I will never forget there was a Moonlighting episode where David Addison smashes the shit out of a BMW in a parking garage to this song. And so I think that, it is that sort of, you listen to Manic Depression and you're almost getting whiplash from like the riff in it, like just going back and forth. And it does feel like it is that great repository of your anger. It meets that moment when you're in that frenetic place. It's Manic's in the title, but I feel that so many of the songs on the album are great because they've got the shredding guitar and they've got this like like really just like great bass line in so many of the songs, and it just kind of I can exercise a lot listening to some of these songs, and then the other ones are also really great songs. And so, it's sort of like a come down almost like, okay, all right, I'm not want to be angry anymore. You're listening to the album and you're like, all right, I feel okay, fine. And then suddenly Foxy Lady comes on, you're like, but one more time. Let me just, it's like when you come back in on an argument and one more thing.
The expressions of Hendrix when he's like going up and down are like how you sort of manifest and express anger and sadness and all of these things. But there's like rages in the guitars that, like when you mention Manic Depression, right? It starts off doom, 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 right? And then he starts to go off on the guitar and you're just like, yeah, that's where I am, man. That's what being manic fucking feels like, man. You know what I mean? And so don't get in a car while you're driving. There's a lot of Hendrix that like I should not drive while I'm and that's one of the songs that I definitely should not be listening to while I'm driving because I will run off the road.